Okay, I made it. Ooh, sorry that I'm a few minutes late. Please feel free to let me know if there's any funny sounds or anything like that. Oh, hey, Rhoda. Great to see you. Oh my gosh, I still have, it's so funny because I'm not talking that much out loud these days, and it still surprises me that I still have like some inflammation in my throat whenever I'm going to talk, but I don't really notice it because I've been kind of a hermit these days. But then, like, every time I'm talking, I'm starting to cough. But anyway, all right, glad that I'm going to be able to catch a couple of you online. And I think that I'm like full of technical difficulties, right? Not technical difficulties, but like, yeah, I haven't got everything really set up so much. So my lighting is a little bit dark. I should probably put my lights on, but you can get the idea anyway. And I'm gonna do some of these glitch core flowers, some flower illustration, because I cannot get off the glitch brushes, but I'm gonna get off of it soon anyway. I've got to do some other things, but I'm just finally getting back into this creative kind of flow again, which is, I just have been out of it for so long, so it's just been crazy. Hey Marlene, I believe I owe you an email also, just so you know, because you had sent me a message. There's a few people I owe an email to, but I'm going to be getting caught back up on my emails tomorrow. Hey Kathy, great to see you. Okay, my volume is on the low side. I will check it then. 2 seconds. Yeah, let me know if the volume is just a little better. But yeah, Marlene, I do have them marked to send you an email, but I've just been a bit behind. Oh, and I'll turn down the music, sorry. Okay, we'll get going here. I'm listening to some high vibe here. Yeah, oh, that's probably just as well. Okay, so, oh, hey, M. Matthews, I forgot your first name. Glad to catch you guys. We're gonna do some flowers. I really love, like, whenever there's some people online, it makes it more fun. And just me yapping a little bit at the beginning, but yeah, I just really just had a lot of, I just can't get, I've just been in this vibe of these glitch core brushes, and I just really enjoy creating with them. And so I just thought I would be like, I couldn't get off the flower. I mean, I did the cactus last time with some flowers, but this week I was like, I want to do flowers. And then also I used a lot of the, the color palettes from the Valentine's collection that I gave away for free. So I thought that would be fun to incorporate in there. Oh, it's still low. Ruth, is it? Okay. Is it still low? Okay. And I still don't have all my streaming stuff set up perfectly. Let's see here. Oh, Susan. Okay. Michelle. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's see if this. Hopefully. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if I will get there in just 2 seconds. My God. What a day it's been. I'm just gonna, this is really gonna be like ugly looking, but I'm gonna check my settings really quick that my thing is off of the external microphone. Okay, my gosh. Okay, good. I still haven't got all the streaming set up back again, and changing computers. I still didn't even get my Stream Deck like reloaded and stuff. But today we're going to use like almost 100% glitch core brushes, and we're making these flowers. And so I thought I would just, rather than thinking of the composition all together, what I thought I would do would just be creating these individual flowers, and then, I could have fun like arranging them, making, some kind of like border, some kind of card design or something like that. But I just thought it would be fun. And so for my base, for the color palettes, I used the Valentine's one, but also I wanted to let you guys know, if you're a subscriber, the demo file and the loaded brushes are already in the early access folder, and it's linked, on the first Behance project, or at the top of Patreon. But I've already saved you all of the loaded brushes, so if you want to recreate these, you can have some fun. And I already have the colors loaded and everything, so it could be like really cool. And yeah, so I'm going to start with this one, and then just we're going to work our way down and see where we go. We might get like to some leaves or something, but the good thing is that it always works a bit better if I plan them out. So I already did these. And so what I'm going to do is kind of create like a different version so that I have two of each flower, and that way they're not like exactly identical. So if I put them on like a composition, it's not like what do you call it? It's not looking like I'm just duplicating it or whatever. So it's always kind of good to make two different things. So again, I'm working with the glitch core brushes, and to start off with, I just made some really easy petals with glitch core brush 14, which is a very dense one. And I did put I have my little cheat sheet here, although I might have to make like a secondary cheat sheet, because this one within the circles, it was, oh gosh, it was very good for, you know, for some things, but then it's in other ways it doesn't give you the best idea of exactly what the brushes can do. And the one thing that I love about the glitch core brushes is that they have like a little bit of a surprise to them, because they've got sometimes the way that that bristle brush engine works, it's a bit unpredictable, so it can be quite fun. So the first thing I started off with was just making like a little petal shape of this with brush 14, and here I have my Valentine's palettes, which I used mainly, and then I sprinkled in maybe a couple from the Tropical Glitch Core collection, but I used that darkest red, so I thought that dark red would be good back there. And this is, again, this brush does have pressure sensitivity, but for this I really just used full pressure. But you get, if I use full pressure, the things, let's see here, it changes how it interacts. So if you use a lighter pressure, you can kind of see more of a variation of the blending. So I just did real easy. Everybody can do this. You know, this is something anybody can do. So I just made a nice little, oval here. And then again, I'm going to make a new layer. And then for the ones that are in front, I just use the same brush, but I grabbed like this one. And now actually I do lie, because I did think I was going to play in with some feathery couture brushes on this one. So there is one feather brush stroke on these, but I'll show you later. I'll show you in a second. So I'm just going to do like this, and yeah, I might just scooch this a little bit over, and can Command T, because I ended up drawing a little bit something here because I didn't like what was happening down here, but for right now I'm not going to really worry about it. So I'm just going to quick draw, and I should zoom in a little bit, my gosh. Okay, so you can see these nice pretty details. And why did I just say, no, I'm going to put it on its own layer, because it's better. You can put things on whatever, but two things on the same layer, but it's better if it's on its own layer. Why does everything look better when I do it before? Okay, so that's good enough. It's meant to be glitchy, so we're just seeing it. So we got 3 petals here. And then, oh yeah, Sharon, that's quite ruby, yes. Oh my God, I need to get back into jewels and stuff. Okay, so we're good to go there. This was really easy. Now I'm gonna make a new layer, and now, actually, so this was my one feather brush that snuck in here. And this was feather brush number 6. And I used this color palette here just to add a little. I love these feather brushes too. That's another one I have to, my God, I've got to get back with those feather brushes because I love them. Okay, I swear to God, next time I'm gonna do feathers, I swear to goodness. Okay, so I just put like a little brush stroke over here and a brush stroke over here. So you can't really see because it's hiding a little bit, but I just liked this. I liked this kind of like rough aspect of it, and I liked it being a bit like primitive. I love that kind of look. So that's a lot of fun. And so we're just gonna clip through here because we wanna keep it fast and clippy. So the next thing that I did was create these little lines here. And I just had fun. Like I didn't use like so many like reference or anything, but I just love like creating, now where is this? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. I like creating just really fantastical flowers. Like, it doesn't have to be a flower that exists in real life, you know, it's like just something inside my head. Like, also, I saw that once about a Chanel couture show that they were just like, these are not flowers you find in nature, they're just fantastic, you know, whatever. So, fantastic creations. It's flower-like, but whatever. So, this is Glitch Core Brush 36, and you can do some really fun things. I love all but this one's very, like, thin, but of course you can make all these really cool, you know, things if you want. So it's brush 36, and I loaded it with this light pink here, pink and white. And let's just zoom out just a little bit so we can, sometimes if it's too close, I just am like, I can't see. So this is brush 36, and so I just had some fun just doing some brush strokes, like so. It's fine, good enough. And then what I ended up doing, because I didn't like this little bit that was happening here, I'll just make a new layer, go back to that first one, and I kind of just drew in a little bit behind so that we didn't have that sitch happening there. And then for like one last touch, what I did was I put a little brush stroke in between the foreground petals and the background petals. So I'm going to go above the background, make a new layer, and then this is brush 63, and I used it with this, gosh, I think this is from a Tropical Glitch Core. I just saw it here. So, and here you can see how these brushes can look different no matter what direction that you're going. Sometimes this is like a tip, like if you like this shape, if it's going this way with the Glitch Core and you like how that looks, but it doesn't do the same going the other way, then because a lot of them, they don't go they have a different look each direction. So if you like this, just, hit Command T, free transform, or Control T, and then, put it the other direction. So that's one thing that with working with those Glitch Core brushes, because they do have a bit of a mind of their own. But for this one, I just made a little center thing, like it's some sort of stamen kind of coming up. I like that, that's good. That's kind of pretty, but I'm using a light touch because then it kind of creates that space, because if I push hard, it's going to fill it in, but if I push lighter, then you're going to get those, a little bit of space in between there, which is really nice. So that is flower number 1. Again, what you ordered, Temu version, and I'm just going to be really smart here and group these. So that's group 1, and we're going to hide that because we finished it. And I'll add the live demo file whenever I do it, whenever I update this after the tutorial. I might add a couple things, but I do have the loaded brushes and the demo files in there. So this one is a little bit more loose form flower, which I thought was cool. I wanted to do some, this one was, the other one was a bit more contained. This is a bit more loose form. And let's see here, what did I do? So I actually can't remember exactly if I used this brush. I think I did not. That one I definitely didn't. So, okay, this is brush 67, which is really cool. I used, what color palette is this? It's one of these, like this one, or no, this one right here. So a light pink, and I liked that. I love those glitchy things, and I like that transparency that's happening around the edges. So what I did was I just kind of, just had some fun kind of doing some strokes like this. And I kind of I put these ones in last. So, I just kind of wanted to have this motion of like kind of a cup. You're kind of leaving a little space in there for something, and that's pretty good enough. Something like this, so that's fine. That's brush 67, making a new layer, And then I just, oh, hey, David, glad to catch you. It's been a long time. And oh, you're nice and warm in the sun. Well, I couldn't complain too much today because it's been back sunny again here. So I'm really happy because we did have like, it's been January I think is a bit of a rain, like not rainy because we barely get any rain, but like we can have some overcast drizzly weather. So we had the sun back again today, and I've been enjoying that, trying to get out for my walk every day, but it's just been crazy. I just feel like I'm moving at a glacial pace these days, and the days are so short, and then I eat dinner and I'm ready for bed. Anyway, off topic. So I did this with brush 67, but I actually am using the same brush, and I just grabbed this like darker red pink blend here. And so I just kind of wanted to create this little bit of a, that center, but you know, pulling up, and sometimes it looks a little bit different. Like if I pull up and to the right, it's more full, but if I pull up this way, look how we can see those little kind of effects going. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's again the beauty of those kind of glitchy brushes. So I created this dark area in the center and had a little fun with that, like it's a little bit of a bowl shape. So we're getting this vibe, and then I'll make a new layer above it. And then again, this is brush 71, which is really nice, really fun. I swear, there's too many brushes that I just love to play with. Just so much fun. So this is 71, and I used a really lighter color palette here. And so we're just creating these kind of fantastical little, like little things in the center of this flower. Again, this is no flower that exists in nature, only in my head, but that's the more fun part of it. So we did something like that. That's fun. And then make a new layer, and we're going to go back to maybe brush 60. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's a little bit, I should get like even a lighter one like this. See if I can make a real light in the front here. I don't know if it will look quite as good. Oh, I kind of like that situation is happening. But I want it to be kind of going up. So I don't know if, now maybe I'll just stick with the original brush. Which one did I use? 67. Maybe I used 67. So I think I just came back with something like that. Did I? Or did I do? Maybe it was the other one. Honestly, don't know. 60. I feel like it was actually kind of this one. Yeah, there I did like, okay, so I kind of made these like little short brush strokes from left to right, and that's kind of how I did it. Undo, undo, undo. I put these on the same layer. And this one, I kind of don't like this little bit that I did there, but I'm not that bothered to totally fix it. So we're gonna do something like that. Okay, good enough. That's pretty. We're still keeping this little like sort of round bowl effect. Oh, like that is good. Okay, it's good enough. Like, let's see here. Oh yeah, these Ruth, these brushes could be very much used for fur. Absolutely, 100%. I've done some fur brushes, and again, and they also, this is using the bristle brush engine, so 100%. Let's see here. So let's delete this. Let's group this flower. So we're staying so organized, organizing kings and queens here. And then let's see here. Let's close that off, and let's move to the next one that I did. Which one did I do next? Oh, I think I did this one. So I'm going to stay on order. And again, it's just kind of a little viney sort of flower. Lots of fun. So I'm going to go here, have a new layer, and I got brush 46 because I wanted to make this this little vine, and I've done kind of something like this before. And this brush, if you go like, let's see, what is this, counterclockwise, it's very thin, but if you go clockwise, it's thick. So Ooh, this could make a great rose. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. I love that. Okay, I was looking for trying to make a rose before and I got annoyed. I'm gonna try. Oh my God, that was so good. It's always when you are not trying. This is kind of giving this rose thing or getting something like that. I like that. That's 46. I have to remember that. Very interesting. I think that I could maybe do it a little bit better too, but like you could keep doing like different, if you had different, slightly different colors, you could kind of keep adjusting them. That's really, could be a very interesting kind of a rose situation. Okay, so duly noted, 46. I'm just gonna make myself a note here. 46 rose brush. I should have like not actually cut it. Am I dumb? Perhaps. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna save this. 46 clockwise rose. Okay, we're just gonna hide that for now. And then I'm going back to 46. So I'm just gonna draw a little. Let's go back to the green. Hello. Okay, so let's just draw a little vine. Okay, that's fine. Making a new layer. Going through these fast. Let's hide this. We want to have more. These ones are super easy. I liked how they turned out. I've used this brush before for flowers. This is brush 53 with this color palette here. And this one just makes flowers like straight off the bat. It's how it distributes that thing. It's so awesome. So this one, there's nothing really to it to make like really a flower. I might take my flower size just down a little bit. So I'm gonna do something like this. And this one, we're just gonna do 3 flowers. So that's the base of the flower, really good to start off with. I'm gonna make a new layer. And then this new layer, I used a really light pink here, again in the Valentine's. And if I do, actually you can do clockwise or counterclockwise, and it makes these really gorgeous little flares. So what I did was I just had fun and just kind of put this like a little flare on different parts. And also it's pressure sensitive, so you can have it be thicker, holding down hard, but then just do a little touch and it'll just make this little thing. So fun, I love that. So that's done. Brush 56, gorge. Make a new layer. And this is brush 20. And this one is a very densely packed brush. So pretty with all those little brushes or like little sticks kind of in between there and going in all different directions. Well, thank you so much, Marlene. And so what I did was I just did like a little touch on each one and just kind of had it different on each one. And I just like it. It's just, again, fantasy. So that was it. These are going so fast. So I'm gonna group these, okay. And hit save. We are a backing up nation here. And then this one I really liked how it turned out. I wasn't really sure how it would, but yeah, sometimes you just get in your little flow state, like when I was preparing it and I actually did a time lapse and I was just, yeah, really enjoying myself. And also just, I felt like so, because I had been doing all my moving and everything, I had just been so feeling like I was out of the creative, you know, flow for so long, and that I've been dying to get back to my creative work. But then also at the same time, every time I did, I felt like really dumb and like with no ideas, or everything was like turning out like badly or something. So I was just like, oh, I just felt good again to get kind of in a creative creative flow, because I just had so many things that I want to do, and then I sit down and then I'm like, ugh. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an imposter. I have no ideas. Okay, so again, I went back to that brush 46 and I reused that. So I just made some little stalks here, and then making a new layer. And so I kind of wanted these like little flowering buds. And so this one is, let's see here, what brush is this? So this is brush 18. Let's see here. Sharon, you feel me being in a rut. Oh, hey, Deb. Super happy to see you. Oh, thank you so much, Ruth. Yeah, it's funny because these are from the Bristle Brush Engine. They're the glitchy brushes, so they're very kind of like almost like techno-y brushes, but it's so cool how you can create things that are very organic, even though it's like very straight line-based brushes. So I really love that dichotomy of doing like flowers with this. I think that's a lot of fun. And so like I'll zoom into this brush here that I created these little flowers. Again, the brushes are doing all the work. We're just doing so little. But this brush, here's, pushing down hard. I just love all those little, these are little brush stamps. But then if you do light, like very light, look at all those colors. Oh, so pretty. So I just did very light strokes and did, really took advantage of that and kind of tried to, enjoy some of the little bit of that transparency and using that pressure sensitivity. And by the way, I've had people ask me about pen tablets and stuff lately, and I so recommend, you could get a pen tablet on Amazon for like $25 even for intro ones, but it is such a game changer, and all the brushes just work so much better when you have a pen tablet. So, and I've just been hearing from so many people that are like, oh yeah, I just finally got a pen tablet. I'm so happy. It's just like makes such a difference. So I'm really passionate about it, because even I'm surprised like sometimes that, I'll have people using my brushes and I'm like, oh my gosh, even you don't have a pen tablet, it just makes it like all the difference. So I just can't talk about it enough, especially with the prices that these things are at these days. That's the cool part. Like you can get, even though entry Wacom is like $50, and they're the more expensive one, but my drawing tablet, drawing display that I just got was a Huion. My God, I can't say it. Huion. Canvas Pro, and it's like a Wacom alternative, and I did splurge for the $300 one, but my God, $300 compared to like $2,000 or something for some of the Wacoms is like wild. Okay, so I just put some of those, flowery sort of things down. I think it's fine. And now I'll make a new layer. And again, and don't forget, again, if you're a subscriber on Behance, and there's still a few of you on Patreon, go to the early access folder. You can download all these loaded brushes. So, and then this is brush 36, which is, I don't know if it's the same one that I used before for those accents up there. Maybe it's not. I'm just curious though. Oh, it is 36. So I did use the same brushes. So that was like a little element that's kind of the same, and maybe you might tie them even in together. And I just kind of had some fun doing these little bit of accents. I don't know what this is, kind of like a flower, kind of, like maybe a little bud kind of thing coming off, but I loved it. Like, let's see here. So just had some fun making these really fantastical flower things. Let's see here. Oh, Sharon, let's hear. Yours is the opposite. You have the pen tablet, but your Mac Mini is 2014. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think the Mac Mini, Sharon, is the very best value for money. And oh yeah, and I know, like, Procreate does not have the multicolor brush tool, and it's just like, it's not the same. And I really have to put some energy into like adapting some of my brushes, but it's not the same when it's just one color or even just color jitter, you know, and some of them use the bristle brush engine, which won't translate to Procreate, but I can do some, but it's just, yeah, it just like kind of bums me out, especially that I can't do the multicolors the same way. So yeah, that's something that it's kind of a shame because it would be cool, you know, for sure. But yeah, I'm very passionate about the Mac Mini, value for money. I was almost going to buy a Mac Mini again, honestly. Even me that I do this for work, I ponied up for the laptop. Finally, I did not want to because it's so expensive compared to you can get the same value for like a Mac Mini for so much cheaper. But just in case I'm traveling or something again, I just wanted to have it all in one because it's really annoying traveling with my Mac Mini and using a laptop as a monitor. So yeah, and they don't have the same mixer brush it's not at all. So it's a bummer. Okay, so we did this. We're finished. She was so easy. And so I'm just going to group these like an organizational queen, make a new layer. And I'm going to do one more. And I think I don't know if I wanted, I think I might do like just a recorded tutorial where I put these together because that will probably be a bit more fun. But I'm still wanting to stick to like one live tutorial a week because I think it's really fun to have the live and see your comments and stuff as well and just yap and all that. Let's see here, the iPad, let's see here. Marlene, I haven't found the same. I haven't found Fresco to be very good with the brushes, the mix, but I haven't checked in a while, so I'll have to get back with you on that one. And Photoshop for iPad does not have almost any brush support, so it'd have to be Fresco, and they don't exactly work the same, so it was kind of the same thing about it. I just got annoyed. But you can use AstroPad Studio to like use your iPad as a drawing tablet, but like you would really need to cable it, and a cable for the iPad that has not just a charging cable but a data cable. Then you could have like Photoshop on your screen on your iPad. It's called AstroPad Studio. But for me, even for me, I like to look ahead and have a better posture, so I actually prefer drawing looking straight ahead for the most part, but it would be nice to have it portable. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you can have it as an external monitor. That is true. But they just need to have like full Photoshop on the iPad and just get with it. Okay, so this one is just kind of goofy, but I like it too. So let's find my brush. Yeah, did I use this one? No, I didn't use this one. Did I use this one? Did I use this one? No. Where's my brushes? Oh, okay, here it is. I was like, what the? Okay, oh, I had one that I didn't like so much, so that I didn't do that. Okay, so this is brush 20 with this dark red here. And I also put the Valentine's Day palettes in there for you in case you wanted to spice it up. This is a very densely populated, I don't know, whatever, dense brush. But I'm just gonna make like some little, I just made some circles here. So we're just creating a little bit, something like this, like that, okay. And it looks all flat now, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's see here, let's move this, I don't know, something like that. No, more V-shaped, okay. This is fine. Okay, so we've got that. That's brush 20, making a new layer. And then this is brush 15. And again, it's a densely populated. I grabbed this pink, but I just kind of wanted to create a little, just dab it kind of on these. So try to like put it in different ways so they don't all look the same. But just to create a little bit of like, it kind of helps make like this feeling of like a little bit of volume, which is quite cool. And let's see here, Mac Studio desktop, but I don't have a pen for it, the Mac Studio. Well, I use like a Wacom Intuos pen tablet, but it's not the display one. It's just like the black tablet with the thing. But I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know if the Mac Studio is like what that exactly that is. If it's like the Surface Pro Studio where you can draw in it, but I use most of the time I use just a Wacom that I bought about 10 years ago, and it's still kicking, and so I don't have any reason to buy something else. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm trying to be more tech savvy myself. My God. Okay, so then I made a new layer underneath this, and what did I do? Oh yeah, this is it. So this is brush 63, and she's fun. I actually grabbed an orange. Oh no, I grabbed this red from down here, so this is still in the Valentine's Day color palettes. And so I kind of just created these crazy kind of strokes like this, and I actually liked how it turned out. I should zoom out just a little bit. Something like so. So I just had a little fun with it, just kind of being crazy. It looks a little like, I don't know, a little bit like funky futuristic, I guess. Yeah, and don't forget that there is like my insiders group on Facebook, so if you need to have some tech talk, or not that necessarily, I don't know who's more technological, but there might be somebody watching. For me, sometimes it's a little bit the blind leading the blind. Did I put a different layer? No. Oh, this is, oh, you know what I did do? Okay, so I actually, now I see, I had this orange back here, but I was like, oh, I don't like there, you need some like lighter pink. So I took this same brush, and I don't think I didn't save it as a different brush, but I just grabbed like a lighter pink like this. And then I did some, oh no, you know what I'm gonna do? I think it's like maybe this one, or no, this right here. This one's good. And I did a few strokes like with that to kind of add a little bit of just, what do you call it? Differentiation. So that's cool. Just to, yeah, put a few strokes there. So that's fine. So that was 63. I'm gonna put this here as 63B. And sometimes if I use the same brush, I didn't put, oh wait, no, I didn't put a separate brush, you know, for the second one. Okay, 53B. Oh, I think that's 53. No, 63B. 63B. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna save that while I'm thinking about it. And oh yeah, oh, you got some tech here going on. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. I love you guys like helping each other. And then I'm going to make a new layer underneath it, and I went back to that green, and I didn't really know exactly how this flower is, but in my crazy imagination, but I did just a little something like this. So don't know if it's, just had a little fun doing, yeah, like so. Okay, we'll see how it is. And the last piece de resistance, and let's see here. Oh, good. How to use, I need to get on that Photoshop on the iPad too. Although I found that the Photoshop, like the actual regular Photoshop on the iPad, is like very focused on like maybe composite and not brush. Like last time I checked on it, that they didn't have that you could put your own brushes on Photoshop on iPad. It was only the default brushes. Oh, I'm glad you got some tips, Marlene. Oh, and then the last thing that I kind of thought was fun, because I thought it would be fun to have kind of these like little like pollen-y kind of things above the brushes, is I grabbed brush 8 from my Galaxy collection, and I loaded it with like a light, like a yellowy kind of thing, and I put just a little like that above it, and I like how it turned out, and so I just went with it. So there's a little bit of Galaxy. So anyway, that's it. So we did good. I'm gonna stop it for now because I don't want it to be long. I want to keep the tutorials short and snappy. And also, they do so much better if I actually prepare something beforehand rather than I try to figure it out as I'm going. Although that can be kind of fun, but yeah, just. All right, so those are the ones that we did, and we have them all now on our live file as well. So I'll add that to the thing. And let's see here, I use them by the group. So I saved my group, and so now I have all these flowers. And I think that I can make a cool little like floral situation off of these, and maybe add some leaves and stuff as well. So stay tuned on that. And yeah, so I'm gonna bounce off, but I'm so glad that there was so many of you here, and also that you got to have some tech chat, help each other, because sometimes I'm actually not the best one about tech things as well. Honestly, it's not my forte. So I'm usually trying to Google and figure that out myself. And yeah, so don't forget, if you're a Behance subscriber, that you can subscribe for $10 and download the whole tutorial library over on Behance, in case you're not familiar, although most of you probably are. Here on Behance, you can just like, there's a subscribe button over here, and then you go to the member benefits, and you can get all of the, what do you call it, PDF. You can get access to my whole library of tutorial toolkits for $10. So we have lots of them. And I run that over on Behance. It's separate from my site. And everybody have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, you can download the subscriber resources. I've already got them in the early access folder, loaded brushes, demo files. Feel free to share your own versions of this. And oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I will keep getting better, absolutely. Thank you so much, Marlene. And Blue Worker Bunny, yay, thank you. And thank you, Susan. And everybody, I love to have the comments. I'm like, so sweet. And Rhoda and Sharon, yay. Okay, well, you guys have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to join in on the group. And for me, it's 9:30 my time, so I'm just ready to like, I have a shelf that came from Amazon today, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll put it together at night. But let me tell you, after I eat dinner, I'm over the day, especially in winter. I'm just like, no, I want to go straight to bed. That's all I want to do. So can't wait. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your comments, and it made it so much more fun for me. And then you guys can chat on the Insiders group, and I will see you next week. But I'm going to try to change up depending on the week of the days of the tutorials, but I will send out newsletters every week to let you know. But just so that like it's not always on Thursday like before, because maybe people are busy. So I'm just trying to kind of spice it up a little bit. So all right, see you guys next time. Thank you.